Oh yeah, cartoon intros. One of the most exciting aspects of a cartoon. A combination of visuals and music that is just so exciting to behold, it sucks you right into this animated world of the show you're about to watch. And let's face it, these intros all have incredible musical themes that have us engrossed right from the start. So much so that it makes you want to go, hey, I want to know more about this cartoon. I mean, it's got such a brilliant song, I want more of this. Between the fast-paced action shots and the incredible, brilliant, catchy music, it's just 20% of what makes a cartoon so wonderfully amazing. There is a plethora of fantastic animated cartoon intros that have some marvellously catchy tunes. Some so good, you could just hum the beat and go full throttle into the theme. And maybe sing in the shower once or twice a while, I don't know, I've never done that myself. There's just no denying it. A cartoon intro is just as strong, or in some cases, stronger than the cartoon itself, and one of the more memorable aspects of the animation. And the catchy tunes to these intros will be stuck in your head for an eternity. Hi, I am the Blue Artisan, and today I will be counting down my own top 10 catchiest cartoon intros. Listen, if I have to suffer through these catchy songs, then you have to as well. I'm taking you down with me. It's Is No Good, and Is No Good's theme is so radically different from most other cartoon intros that you usually see. Instead of using guitars and rock and such, it instead implements techno, something that is very rarely used in most cartoon intros.
In his head the wheels are turning, all the cunning thoughts are churning.
Just check out that video game-like groove with this one. I always found Is No Good's intro to be rather musically engaging and feels like 90s techno dance with a great Arabic interval that really holds the whole piece together. And it sounds brilliant. I was always entranced by Is No Good's theme. The music and visuals complement each other, bringing out great optical gags, like the shadow turning from big and scary to reveal this scruffy little sob. Is No Good's cartoon aired in the mid-1990s, and its plot consisted of, well, I'll let them explain it to you through the medium of rap.
He's no good, the grand vizier, he never wins, that much is clear, but watch out, Sultan, chances are, for him there's no plot too bizarre.
The music was so engaging and pulled my interest into watching the show because it sounded like it had some great music. I wanted to hear more like this, though I was always left a little disappointed with a bit of a dull show where the protagonist schemes for power, or in this case, take the role of Sultan, for himself. Well, at least its intro was original and catchy as all heck. Well, Is No Good maybe not that great of a cartoon, but its intro is good, eh? Did you get it? Is No Good good? Move on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield and Friends.
It's the intro to Garfield and Friends, and I always enjoy just how gentle it starts, with that little tap dance that rolls into a catchy song. And of course it is very funny how his friends sort of shake it up a little bit by interrupting. The lyrics are funny, easy flowing, and the theme just runs away, as the frantic pacing escalates more and more every time the friends try to break into Garfield's screen time, as the transitions between Garfield and his friends just get more and more visually funny as they both try to vie for attention. Garfield of course tries to keep it nice and slow paced and more classical, whilst his friends get more and more energetic, loud and more chaotic in comparison. And the way Garfield rebuffs the efforts of his friends is so creatively funny. The animation works brilliantly, working full in tandem with the music. And this intro is miles better than I think the Series 2 intro or Series 3 intro, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Where it became a bit more showy and flashy and in your face and loud and just, I know it's got a nice theme, it just, I just didn't like it in comparison to this one. Well, getting back to the point of the original intro, it all built up in the end for a pretty funny climax, like how all the voices get so high pitched it just turns into a scream. That always just makes me snigger. And of course the philosophical gag at the end is something that can really make you think.
You folks have this confused. I'm real and you're animated.
It's... oh no, it's that theme, the one most of us Brits will recognise from the first few notes. It's Britain's answer to the Smurfs. It's the Paddington Peas. It's not that I dislike the Paddington Peas, or else why would I have put it in this list? But damn, if it isn't a little annoying for its catchy repetitive tune.
Down at the bottom of the garden, among the birds and the bees.
I think every child in the UK, and even adults alike now, know this tune from the very start and can even recite the lyrics. I even hung out with some friends at work who would sing this theme tune out of nowhere and turn to each other and just join in the chorus. It's that catchy! Okay, so the Paddington Peas, again, are like the British Smurfs, and that live at the bottom of the garden like the song so describes. They too have quirky pea-based pun names to their assigned personality. There's Hat Pea, Happy, and Sweet Pea, Sweet Pea, and Zip Pea, Zip Pea because he's fast. Though, the names are a bit of a stretch for you guys in the US, as they're very English nicknames that we use over here across the pond. Like, there's a pea called Chip Pea, who runs a chip shop, and the pun is over here we say chippy like fish and chip shop slang for I'm off to the chippy. And yeah, well, you get it I think. If Paddington Peas was to get a revival today, it'll probably be a modern era like P, like at P, and he'd be the social media P, and he'd be kind of a hipster, or in his case, pipster. Am I right? Well, anyway, you can see the power of this song as it's just so insanely catchy. It just repeats itself over and over again, and it just flows with the rhythm of describing every P. And anybody who grew up with CBBC in the 90s could easily recite you the whole song. It's ingrained to our brains now. It's part of British culture, I tell you. Though I would love to hear a death metal rendition of the Paddington Peas.
The Paddington Peas.
It's
Earthworm Jim,
The soil he did crawl.
Earthworm Jim.
Yay! Earthworm Jim, one of the more lovable and out there cartoon heroes from video game land in the 90s that had an excellent cartoon series. Earthworm Jim's song has always struck me to be kind of Monty Pythonish, as it starts off loud, abrasive, and out of nowhere kicks into this random song about an earthworm.
Jim was just a dirt-eating, chewy length of worm flesh, but all that came to a crashing end.
It's an intro that doesn't take itself too seriously and embraces its randomness. It's visually funny, exciting, and well paced. This intro has 3 simple beats of bum bum bum.
Earthworm Jim,
He's such a groovy guy.
Earthworm Jim.
He rockets through the sky.
And it has a really funny little relaxing pause here that cuts in between the violence that's about to occur. The song effectively sums up the backstory to Earthworm Jim and the whole spiel of the show, how he's a hero who goes around space fighting evil, as you do, and the song just builds up and up and up and escalates all the way to a grand finale. It's ingenious, clever and classical, and just a great intro all round.
Groovy!
It's...
Fog, I'm the one who made the bet.
It's the animated adaptation from the 1980s, Willy Fogg's Around the World in 80 Days. And I admit, I thought that at first I didn't like this song, until I realised, you know what, I actually do like Willy Fogg's Around the World's intro, after watching it a couple of times again. Fogg introduces himself in a rhythm-like fashion.
Fog, I'm the one who made the bet, and I know we'll be exactly right on time.
Boy, is it jinglesome. I enjoyed the beat of the synth as it bounces up and down to the tune of the song.
What they say.
He does quite well allowing the song to roll on to introduce each character. What did you just call him? He's saying his name is Tico. Of course he wouldn't call his friend that. This intro has such a wonderful charm to it that I can't deny that I do enjoy this theme very much. And it's funny to watch the villains of this animated piece chase the cast of the heroes behind the different regions of the world. It's overall very cute and endearing. It's nice in its own right, and though it's lacking in the actual visual punch compared to the other entries on this list, but it's just something that really makes you smile, and you can also sing along to. Remember Taz, the Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes? He had his own show back in the 90s, and it was just as funny as the other Warner Brother animated shows back then, like Animaniacs and Freakazoid. though well less recounted compared to the aforementioned shows. Well, this intro starts off rather peacefully, and, well, in case you haven't followed some of the other tropes with the past entries, you can guess what's going to happen. That's right, the tranquility is abruptly disrupted by the song. This tune is such a lyrical feast that it goes so fast that I cannot to this day make out what the narrator is saying.
Mom's alive, why her dad's never run along. Molly's all fired up, or Jake plays with the dog.
Heaven help you as you try to sing along to this one. Come to Tasmania, down to Tasmania, and he's on his own. It's just difficult to make out and catch up with. And as every character is introduced in such a Looney Tunes-esque fashion, that is quite original, I have to admit, and its drumming beat just keeps you constantly engaged with what's going on the screen.
Didgeridingo in Wendell T. Wolf. Francis X. Bush lad is never uncool.
Whilst it also fully embraces its Looney Tunes lineage. But the main theme of the intro is really funny how the narrator can't actually keep up with the pace of the song as it gets faster and faster introducing each character. As even he seems like he's running out of breath towards the end.
The Kiwi, the bush rats, have we left anyone out?
So much so that he actually forgets to name the main character, who was... Oh yes, how could we forget? It's just so inspired lyrically and visually. It's...
somewhere in the dark and nasty regions where nobody goes.
Ah, Trapdoor, a clever premises for an imaginative claymation children's show that was shown in 1984. And good God, if its short and quick theme wasn't catchy as hell. The intro theme truly kicks into a rocking good tune with great synth and use of drums that's so wonderfully 80s, I adore it. And the mocking tone of the vocalist just completes this brilliant theme of not opening that trapdoor. After all, you are a fool if you dare. Also, I might add that there is indeed a full version of this song. I'll leave the link in the description of this video if you want to check it out. It's fun, clever, creative, and just allows you as a child to let your imagination just run wild. The Trapdoor is a wonderfully wicked good piece of children's tele-animation. I should all go check it out in case you haven't.
Something down there.
God, that beat just sounds so awesome. It's...
We are the Crystal Gems.
Steven Universe has a wonderfully short but sweet and most memorable modern cartoon intros to come out to date. It introduces the main cast of characters in such a fun fashion that you can't look away. The tune follows beautifully and is easy to grasp the lyrics right away as they're easy to hear. It's playful as well as being catchy to boot. And even manages to pull off a nice homage to Pokemon with this intro shot. See what I mean? It's bright and colourful and just overall very engaging to the eye, and its simple lyrics and tune is very easy to get stuck in your head in loop. Again, it's fun, charming and playful, and you can't help but smile every time you see it.
Garnet, amethyst, and pearl, and demon!
It's... It's the most action-packed, adrenaline-inducing cartoon intro you could ever eat your sugary cereal to. And bounce on the city with delight as soon as it comes on. It's the rocking intro to Bucky OHare.
Bucky! Captain Bucky OHare!
It's fast, it's catchy, it's in your face, but also really, really good. It has everything a young 8-year-old could ever want in a cartoon intro. Spaceships zooming around, laser battles, mutants, evil galactic enemy like the Toads, and a Sonic the Hedgehog-like animal to root for. The rocking intro explains the scenario in a brilliant drumming hard beats that feels like it's grabbing you into the cartoon by the scruff of your neck.
In another dimension, another time and space, a parallel universe is falling on its face.
And your eyes feel like you're on a visual roller coaster going through all these epic shots. And much like the Taz intro, it feels like the vocalist could do with taking a few breaths.
And your photon accelerator's broken a bit, and you're losing your mind, and you're having a fit. Get the funky fresh rabbit who can take care of it, Bucky!
The flashy colours, the fast-paced action, the gritty beat, this could wake anyone up from a coma. You'd wake up and be like, oh my god, is that the theme from Bucky OHare? Oh it is! Ace! I overall find this tune amazing to listen to. The techno synth and hard beats just pull me in wanting more. More action, more space lasers, more toad fighting, more! Moving on to the honourable mentions now. The adrenaline's just getting too much from this intro.
Bucky OHare! Let's croak us some toads!
Honourable mentions.
Oh yeah!
Oh, I beg your pardon? Oh my, I'm so sorry about that. That's so rude. I do apologise. Just teasing. It's Dr. Zipbag's Transylvanian Pet Shop.
Welcome to the Transylvania Pet Shop. How may I help you?
Well, they live in your body and they're lots of fun, but they all need each other, one for all and all for one. There's Lily Liver, Henry Hart, Barry Bladder and Beryl Brain. Yes, it's time to meet the organ gang again.
It's the French-Canadian cartoon series Inspector Gadget. This was shown in the 80s, and this intro really does stand tall above all other cartoon intros. In fact, I'd put it on the same par as the DuckTales theme and Thundercats. As this theme tune is just as god-tier catchy as those previously mentioned. It really is an injustice that this intro never gets any mention or time given to it, especially how cult classic it is. It's easily one of the most recognisable cartoon themes. It really is a shame that this masterpiece of an intro is often overlooked. And did you know it had a full theme? Sure, it's in French, but it still has a full awesome theme. Also, it's with thanks to David, one of my regular subscribers, that Shuki Levy performed the music for this intro. And in case you weren't aware, Shuki Levy is responsible for creating a whole ton of animated cartoon intro themes. Even the theme tune for Heathcliff, the one that I so adore in the outro. And it's not only just cartoons that he's lent his talents to, he also performed the intro to Power Rangers. You know, that catchy song. And if you ask me, Shuki Levy's best work was Inspector Gadget. Obviously, why else would it be number one? It's fun, energetic, bouncy, and just overall catchy as all heck. And that's why it's probably one of the best and underrated catchiest cartoon intros that's ever been made. Go Go Gadget intro into the Hall of Fame. Hi, and thanks for checking out this month's video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe in case you already haven't for new exciting content coming your way soon. I'd like to give a massive shout out and thanks to Torch Sheep for giving me a shout out in his latest video. Well, not latest by now really, it's been at least like 3 videos he's done since I've been doing mine. That shows how much I need to upload more. But anyway, thanks man, I really appreciate it. He's another fellow British YouTuber who has a fantastic voice, much like mine. I'll be doing a channel update in the next video, so it'll be a short and sweet one, but I'll also be doing a Q&A, so feel free to send me some questions via Twitter or Facebook. I've put a link in the description of my Twitter and my Facebook account so you can follow me and ask me some questions there. As well as leave a question in the comments as well, I suppose. The next review is going to take some time to do, as I'm going to be updating the direction of the channel, just some new exciting stuff that you can expect to see soon, so it will take a little while for my next review to go out, which will be quite an interesting one. But yeah, just stay tuned for the Q&A in the next video, drop me a question in Facebook and Twitter, and I'll let you know what's happening with the channel in the next video. Till then, bye.